Hello friends, in this session we will try to understand the knapsack problem with greedy method. You can observe there is one array on the right hand side which I have plotted. There is a profit array and there is a weight array and a capacity has been plotted. So this is our input and the remaining calculations we will check at the time of discussion of code. Let us take an overview of the code. If you are observing, this is the example which I have taken, profit to weight ratio, and this is the code. If you are observing, there is a main starts here and it ends here. So at the end of the main there is a function that is called, that is nothing but knapsack. But before going to the knapsack function, there are some calculations which are being done. Here there are two arrays which are declared. The first one is weight array and the second one is profit array. You can observe here, this is the weight array. There are three elements and there is a profit array, right? After that there is a capacity. This capacity has been considered here as a 20. Num is nothing but number of elements, that is 3. So here there are 3 elements in every array, so that is num. I, j are the index variables. There is a ratio array. We'll discuss this ratio array later. And there is a temporary variable. So it is asking to enter the number of objects, so that is nothing but num. Num is nothing but 3, so that we have taken here 1, 2 and 3, right? After that there is a for loop. That for loop will input the weight array and profit array. That weight and profit array is nothing but this one. This is the weight array and this is the profit array. So 18 is the weight which gives profit 25, 15 is the weight which gives profit 24, and 10 is the weight which gives profit 15. So these are the three calculations which are over there. Now it is asking to enter the capacity of the knapsack and the capacity is 20. So here capacity is 20. Now there is one more for loop. That for loop will calculate the profit to weight ratio, right? So there is one more array as it has been indicated here, that is a ratio array. So you can identify here, we'll calculate the profit to weight ratio of everything. So 25 as to 18 is 1.38. So we'll write the profit to weight ratio over here. Mark it here. So this is profit to weight ratio 1.38 is 25 as to 18, right? So 24 as to 15 is nothing but 1.6. So this is a profit to weight ratio. This particular for loop here, this particular for loop is designed to calculate profit to weight ratio. Okay, and that will be stored inside a ratio array. So this is calculated, and 15 as to 10, that is 1.5 is the third ratio. So this is a ratio array, 1, 2 and 3 elements, and this array has been calculated by doing the calculation of profit to weight. So these 3 elements are calculated and this ratio array is calculated. Now after that, if you are observing, there is a for loop, there is a nested for loop, and inside that there is a if control statement. What exactly this does? For I is equal to 0 and I is less than equal to num is 3 here, and j is equal to I plus 1. So when I is equal to 0, j will become 1, right? J will become 1 because j is I plus 1. So in this context, what is going to happen? In this context, it is going to check ratio of I and ratio of j. So ratio of 0 is what? 1.38. 1.38 will be compared with 1.6. And if 1.38 is less than 1.6, then what we are doing? We are swapping ratio. Similarly, we are swapping weight. Similarly, we are swapping the profit. Now, in this case, what will happen? This 1.38 and 1.6 will be swapped. If you are carefully observing this particular segment of a code, you will find this is nothing but a bubble sort. And what it is going to do as a resultant, it is going to take all the profits and weights in a descending order. If you're applying these swap operations, you will understand this one. So this is a simple bubble sort. That's why I'm not going in detail of that. So as a resultant of this, you will get this array, which I'm highlighting right now. So there are 3 profits, P1, P2, P3, W1, W2, W3, and R1, R2, R3. So 24 as to 15 is 1.6. 15 as to 10 is 1.5. And 25 as to 18 is 1.3. So this is the descending order of profit to weight ratio. By making use of execution of this particular for loop, you will get as a resultant this code. Okay. Now, once we are coming out of this for loop, we'll go to this particular function, that is a knapsack function. Inside this knapsack function, we are getting num. Num is 3 here. Weight is the array. This is this one. Profit is another array. That is this one, right? And capacity. Capacity is 20. So from here, control will jump out of main. If you're observing, main is ending here, right? So from here, control will jump out of main. And it will go here. So here n will be identified as num. So n will become 3 here. Then weight array has been taken. This is the weight array and this is the profit array, and capacity has been taken as 20. Capacity will be taken as 20. Then we are taking one more array, that is x of 20 elements, and TP will be assigned to 0. This is a temporary variable. TP has been assigned to 0. We'll take I, j, and u as variables, and we will assign u is equal to capacity. So if you're observing, u has been taken the value of capacity, that is the total capacity of knapsack, that is 20. Now there is a for loop. This for loop will initialize all the values of this x to 0, and this for loop will run n times. What is the value of n here? 3. So this for loop will run 3 times and it will assign all the values as 0. Right? Now there is one more for loop. This for loop is going to do some calculation. And what is that calculation? For I assigned 0, I is less than n. At the beginning, I is 0, right? And I is less than n, I is less than 3, that is valid. If weight of I is greater than u, what is weight of I? Weight of 0. What is weight of 0 is 15. Is it greater than u? Is it greater than 20? No. That means this if will not execute. What this if indicates? If weight is greater than the capacity, then you are supposed to break. But here, weight of I is not greater than u. So it will not go inside if, it will go to else. And inside this else, what it will do? X of I will be 1.0, 1.0. So x of I is what? X of 0. X of 0 will be 1. So here x of 0 will be considered as 1.0. That means we are inserting first profit to weight pair inside an knapsack. Okay, so that is the meaning. And we are adding TP is equal to TP plus profit of I. TP is what? Right now TP is 0. TP is equal to TP plus profit of I. Profit of I is what? Profit of 0. Profit of 0 is 24. So we will add profit as 24. After that, we are going to subtract the weight, because one profit is going inside knapsack. That means one weight is going inside knapsack. So that weight should be subtracted from the overall capacity. So weight of I, that means what? Weight of 0. Weight of 0 is what? 15 here. So that should be subtracted from u. So 20 minus 15 will become 5. So u will become 5. Right? So this is end of this else. From here, again, control will go to this for. Right? And because of I plus plus, I will become 1. Now I will become 1. For I is equal to 1, I is less than n. It is valid. If weight of I is greater than u, let us see. Weight of I. Weight of I is what? Weight of 1. Weight of 1 is what? Weight of 1 is 10. And u is what? U is 5. Right? As weight of 1, that is 10, is greater than 5, then this if will execute. That means it will break. And after breaking, it is coming out of this for loop. Right? It will not stay inside this for loop. Then the control will come to this particular line. Why we have came to this line? Because of this break. And why this break has been executed? Because weight of I. Weight of I is what? Current weight of I is weight of 1. Weight of 1 is 10. 10 is greater than 5. That's why we are breaking out of this for loop, and we will come over here. I will check one more condition. If I is less than n, what is the current value of I? Current value of I is 1. 1 is less than 3. This is valid. Then this particular line will execute. So x of I will become u divided by weight of I. So what is u right now? U is 5. 5 divided by weight of I. What is weight of 1? Weight of 1 is 10. So that is 5 divided by 10. 5 divided by 10 is what? That is 0.5. Okay. Now that 0.5 will be stored where? That 0.5 will be stored in x of I. X of I is what? X of 1. So x of 1 will become now Now x of 1 will become 0.5, right? So x of 1 will become 0.5. So this if will be broken and control will come to this line, and TP is equal to TP plus x of I into profit of I, right? So as we are taking the fraction of this weight, that means out of 10 we have taken only 5, right? That means we will have to take fraction of its profit also. So if 0.5 has been taken from that means 5 has been taken from 10 as it has been shown here, then we have to take half of 15 also, because 5 is half of 10. That's why 15 also should be taken as half. So that calculation has been done over here. So x of I is what? That is 0.5 into profit of I. So here the calculation will be done like this. Let me show you the temporary calculation. So it will be 0.5 into 15. So that is 15. So 0.5 into 15 is what? That is 7.5. So 7.5 will be considered over here, and that 7.5 will be added into TP. So what is the current value of TP? That is 24. So 24 plus 7.5, that will be 31.5. So current value of TP will become 31.5. And finally, it will print the resultant vector. What is that resultant vector? The resultant vector will be the vector x. That means the first weight is going, that is 24 as to 15. The second one is going is half of 15 as to 10, right? So that is getting displayed over here, and maximum profit will be displayed as 31.5. So maximum profit is displayed as 31.5. So what is the conclusion? There are 3 profits and 3 weights. They are given in random order. We are calculating profit to weight ratio. After that, we are arranging that profit to weight ratio in the descending order of ratios. That means the highest ratio will come at the beginning. After getting this, then first highest ratio we are sending inside the knapsack, and its weight, that means 24 as to 15. So 15 is going inside the knapsack. 15 will be subtracted from the capacity, that is 20. Remaining capacity will be 5. And for this capacity 5, we will send the fraction of a second weight. And from that, we will make this much amount of total profit. So this is the greedy method explanation of code for knapsack problem. Thank you.